much. Oh man, it's still loading up. I now have a button keylogger thingy that's going to show what I'm doing. So if you're trying to learn from me, then that will help, I hope. Basically, it will show you whenever I press buttons. Or in theory it will. My stream... Wait, yep, okay, it's cool. It's up to date. Cool. I have not adjusted things like pulling sound from specific places, and I might need to revise... to, you know... recover... look up how to do that again, but yeah. So, this is pretty cool. Let's see, we got our floors. We still have to finalize. Now, Ripshade and I were working on some ideas. Oh, he did actually delete the thing he had done. So I'm gonna have to do it again, but that's okay, because he had intended to do that. Let's see. Yeah, see, I'm seeing, okay, that's not supposed to be there. It's so big. And, this doesn't... The overlay is too busy now. You don't like that? Let's see, let me figure out how to view this from a different menu, because I'm not even on the stream properly. Let me do that. Let's see, not Twitter, Twitch. There we go. Almost clicked the wrong button. I think I've got myself muted. Or not muted. So let me actually turn myself to like 1% and then mute myself, just in case I accidentally unmute. I won't be doubling you guys up. You don't like you don't like that one little button? I figured it wouldn't be too big of a deal to have that, but and it's kind of out of the way of the stuff down below. Oh, I can definitely turn off this second screen, by the way. The second monitor doesn't need to be there at all. I can is it this one? Yeah, I can just turn that off for now because I'm not using it. Although I do need my own reference images for that screen. So there we go. That's a little better. And now you can kind of see, you know, buttons and stuff like that. No, I think it's unnecessary screen space. It might be. I kind of figured since it's dark, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But if it also, I mean, the fact that it's lighting up may also be annoying. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I just thought I'd try it out, see if it was a good idea for people who are trying to learn how to forge off of what I'm doing. Okay, so, but yeah. Also, where's the chat? What are you talking about? The controller? Yeah, the controller. Where is the chat? The chat should be here. I didn't get rid of that. Chat box. What is it doing? I don't know. There's the background that we got rid of. What happened to my chat? This is really weird. Can I refresh it somehow? Refresh cache of current page. Let's do that. Let's see if that clears it and makes it work again. Yeah, that constant white LED on the controller is bad for my TV. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I wonder, there are other controller options. Let's see if that will solve it, because I've got a bunch of different options I can switch it to. I can make it worse. I can make the Xbox One be all lit up with white. Okay, I can go PlayStation controller, for example. FightPad Pro, Fight Stick, NES. We'll go PlayStation 4 and see what that looks like as far as brightness is concerned. And I'll just have to explain myself whenever people, let me see if that actually updated. It doesn't appear to have updated immediately. Let's see. Okay, it didn't update whenever I just jiggled it either. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Use custom frame rate. Doesn't look like chat is working again. Weird. Rip to your TV then. That would be even worse on my TV. I think it's a cool little thing. Would it be nice if you had some contrast behind it with like a transparent box that's colored or something? What I would like to do is, see, my TV has that issue too, but I'm on my phone. Set color? Custom color? Wait, is this an actual... No, this is setting the box color in OBS. Never mind. That's just for my own ability to select it. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. If it's too annoyingly bright, then maybe I should get rid of it. Oh, wait, there's an opacity value. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Number from 0 to 1.0, so we'll do 0.5. Let's see if that... oh, reset? Do I have to... I think I have to reset it and get a new URL and paste it in here. Here we go. I think. Oh wait, it's the same URL. Okay, it doesn't appear to have changed anything. We're just going to erase that, make it go away. Then we're going to paste it back in and see if that does anything. Reconnect controller. That doesn't appear to have actually changed any opacity setting. I'm not sure what they did. What? Where did my opacity go? Oh, I see. I'm dumb. Reset, just reset it. 0.5 is what I'm going for. Rotation style. Okay, I understand how this thing works now. Now I properties, grab this, V, Control V, paste, reconnect. Is that... opacity might be too much, but it will calm it down, so it won't be so bright. Could you raise your cam up then? Put it below. It's centered in a box or something? I don't know, I don't mind it, to be honest. Maybe just get a hand cam low. It's better. Okay, is that good enough, you know, Aaron, because it may be too transparent, but it at least, you know, it's a little bit better. Oh, I have effects turned off because I went into another map that had I was in Waterworks where it was constantly going boom, boom, boom in the background, so I had to turn off sound effects. We can turn that back on. That explains a lot. Okay, how does that look, Aaron? Is that okay? I want to see what you think about that. In the meantime, what I was going to do was, first I'll show you the menus. I don't know if I did anything at all, or if I did, if it even needs to be saved. But first I was going to show you this. These bots, nav cutters that you're talking about, that you're looking for, they are all the way out here. There's one. They are these little things out in the middle of nowhere, and they ring your entire map, and it's a default object that's already in the map. So they just create an entire circle around the entire map, and they're in every single map. And that's just mainly because if there is ground in the map, then they need to be there. And then let's see. So that's the first thing I was going to show you, Ripshade, because that was one of the things we were talking about on your stream. Another thing was, did you keep those nav cutters and everything? I thought you saved it. I found the right ones at the end, but that's interesting. Yeah. Did you save it, or... Yeah, you did save it? Oh, you turned them invisible. They're invisible. Okay, I'll look for something that the eyes are turned off on. That's the quickest way to find invisible objects. Wait. I saw one for a second. There they are. Yeah, here we go. So we can... What I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn them back on. These must not be them, because they're not here. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, okay, I see. They're just far enough down. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, jump hint, is I'm going to hit the Y button, and it's going to pull up with move, rename, place an empty subfolder, or delete. We're just going to place them into a subfolder. And I'm going to hit Y again, and I'm going to rename it. I'm going to name it, well, we'll call it bot Nav-mesh. Now, I'll probably just end up moving these all to the bot folder later. But for now, this is a subfolder inside of layout. So it's the quickest way to start sorting things is to throw it into a subfolder like this. And then you can very easily, if you want to deselect it, do this. Well, okay, hold on. That's the wrong folder. do this, and then do this, and it'll deselect all of them. If you want to deselect all of the ones in the folder, you click that again. You still are limited to 150 objects, so selected at once. So if you have a huge folder, like if I try to click everything in layout and clicked there, it might even crash the game because I put too many things. I had a bunch of stuff in the Big Team Battle blockout, but I think I turned it into a prefab and deleted it, so it doesn't exist anymore. And I used a specific piece on the back end of the UNSC building to just be like, the command sort of building, just be like, yeah, I'll just snap it all to this location. So whenever we're back into doing the Big Team Battle blockout, if we need that stuff at all, we'll be able to put it back in as a prefab. But yeah, so this will turn them all on and turn them all off. And you can also do this, but I will say that a lot of the times you don't want to do this too much. The reason I locked so much stuff in Waterworks back whenever I was doing that one was if you lock the entire folder, it makes it safer, because not only can you not select those objects now, so you can't accidentally delete them, but also if you collapse a folder and then you select an object inside that folder and then you try and enter this menu while that object is selected, it will crash your game. At least it does on PC, on my PC. I don't know for sure if that's on every computer, but it does on my PC. So yeah, essentially that's a concern to keep in mind. Basically, yeah. So I usually lock folders. So if you start sorting things into folders, you also might want to start locking sections and then unlocking them whenever you go to edit them. Which, of course, like I said, it'll keep it safe, so you won't be able to edit them. And what did you say? Good to know. I'll let you mess with that. Yeah. So basically, with these, the thing that it was this one was right. You did this one really good, especially after a while, because of how weird this geometry is. It's kind of hard to do. But basically, all you want to do is that corner and this corner need to be colliding with the collision box of the geometry, which you can't see. So usually the collision box though is the same as the object itself. So in this case, because it's clipping in over here, it's probably clipping into the collision box over there, because we know that you can walk on this and you don't sink down into the box. And then you're good down here. These two are clipping in. I did notice right at the end, right before we were done, I was like, I'll just explain this on screen, is that these top ones are now colliding with this wall, so that might cause an issue for your for this particular object. So what you'd want to do is then go and just drag it out of the wall, which you're good down here, and you maybe need to go a little further down up there, but then you're getting really close down here, so a rotational shift would be a way to even that out, like you were doing, which you were about to do that. You were talking about rotating it to make it easier. I think that this would probably be the best bet. And then at that point you can even, whoops, I did not switch to mouse and keyboard correctly. I'm probably shifting it around, but these don't have to be perfectly positioned either, because they're not visible, and as long as they create the bot jump path, it doesn't really matter if the bot decides to jump a little bit farther to the wall or a little bit closer, unless you really need it to. Lower the height guy too. There you go. Height, not ho, lol. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. So this should be exactly right like this, and if we generate nav, it should work. But I was having a lot of trouble in Waterworks back in the day, because it was like colliding with two objects at the same time and stuff like that, and this might be really close to colliding with that one, and it might cause some confusion. We could bring it back away and then start hitting the wall again, so it's going to be a really tight space, and if it doesn't work, we'll figure something out. But primarily, we can also scale it. We can make this shorter, and that will actually sink this further into the ground and pull this out of the ground a little bit, but it'll also move it further along the line this way, so it'll get farther away from there. So yeah, you could just like, you could go to scale, and it'll actually scale the barrier for these. Don't scale on the Z-axis, because it does nothing and could theoretically potentially cause some kind of error, like a bug, because like you were finding out, you couldn't actually change the boxes. There's width and length, but there's no height. There's no top and bottom, like in some of the other boxes. If you go into scale like this, you can scale its top, and it's weird, and it doesn't behave correctly. It's very confusing, and it can potentially break the thing, so I just try not to touch that. But I just thought I'd warn you about that in case you end up finding out, oh, I can scale it, and then you try it, that I wouldn't recommend it. But then, yeah, we'll go to world, 45 degrees, and turn it all the way around, and then I can just slap it over here. and delete that one, and then it's just perfectly good. We just gotta line it up like you were saying, and we're good. So that's kind of basically, yeah, those are the basics of it. These nav markers probably, let's see, did you set these up with anything? So what they do, these are pretty cool because they got navigation, behavior, explore, or hide. If you put hide, then they'll actually come over and crouch down on that nav marker. So if they're near it and they want to, and their shields are down, they'll run over to it and crouch. Or if they have the flag, they'll sometimes run over and like hide in those spots if they feel like, if they see an enemy, just so they can survive. So that's kind of a cool, useful one. I haven't seen too many things about what hide does, so there might be some weird behavior that I'm not aware of. But those are some that are pretty common. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that that's a thing. Yeah, and then but then explore is the other really useful one, because then you can set these neighbors, right? You can have 4 neighbors. So you've got one here, right? This one is named bot nav marker 45. You probably want to rename these so that you can know where it is. Like if you have one here, for example, you can name it OS or something like that. But you don't really need to put that there. They'll see that there's an overshields, spawn point here, and they'll say, okay, I'm going down there. I'm going to grab that overshield spawn point. But it still could be useful, in some way. But anyway, so this nav marker, you can then set the neighbors. You can set nav marker, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. You can find the nav markers you're looking for in this folder, and then once you find the bot nav marker that you're looking for, it will. I don't know where the other ones are. It looks like they could be in a folder somewhere up top or something. But yeah. Anyway, once you find them, it'll basically, if they are here, they will think, hey, I can engage that target that I was seeing. If I don't see a target, then I'm going to move to the next nav marker, one of those 4 nav markers in that list, right? So he might move over here. Once he gets here, you might have one that tells him to go back over here, so he might go back over there, but instead you might have one set that's like down inside that doorway, and you might just have it on the other side of that room, and then you could have it to where he might run this way, or he might run this way and jump down, you know what I mean? He might decide which route he's going to take. I don't know if he's going to, if the bots will actually do that, will actually decide between 2 different routes like that too well, but they'll do something like that. Did that get messed up? I feel like I must have grabbed this at some point. Anyway. Yeah. So basically, I figured they just did that already. Yeah, you'd think that they would just find the closest one and then just figure out if it's a good idea to go there. But you actually do have to tell them what to do, unfortunately. Can you change the weight of them too? I wish. That would be really cool. I'm pretty sure, in a way you can, actually. I'm pretty sure you can set 2 of these to the same one. So if you're up here and you really want them to go mid, then you can set 2 of them to mid, and then that's 50% they'll go there, and then 25% they'll go over here, if you set it to over there, and 25 they'll go over here. So you could theoretically, yeah, you could set a sort of weight to them by doing that, by doing priority. And if you have a really important place, it's got a lot of junctions, there, and jumping up and down here, then and down there, then you could theoretically put 2 or 3 of them here and make them connect to one another, but also make them link out in weird ways, so that the one that's over here never tells you to go this direction, but the one that's here might tell you to move over here before telling it to move off. And then also you could say this one and this one may never tell you to move back to this one or to the other one, but they might tell you to or you know what I mean, you could sort of link them in weird ways to sort of slowly create a very intricate web of movement. Oh buddy, I don't think you can play that game in here because it's very loud. Can you go play in your bedroom? And it's probably copyrighted sound. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I know, but you can't play those games in here because it's probably copyrighted music and stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Just go play in your bedroom, that's all. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that little hallway in Ring 2 by lift would be a good spot for something. Oh, which one? The hallway in Ring 2 by lift. So Ring 2 is this one, right? Like this hallway here? Is that what you're talking about? Or did you mean these hallways? Like this connection. But yeah, I don't know. Yes, okay. I'm thinking you mean the first one because you probably replied yes as soon as I asked that. As soon as I said that. Yeah, by the pillar. So right here. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm deleting the Spartan. So that you can test it easier without finding hidden Spartans around. So yeah. Okay, so you had done some stuff with the floors yesterday, and then proceeded to delete them because you were like, you know, you're like, I don't know if that's good or whatever. But I'm gonna do something very similar. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect this to like there and sort of like make a little path here. And so it's gonna be the same, very similar to what you were doing, but it's going to be it's just gonna have this black line going through in between it. So it won't be one solid white. It's gonna be it's gonna have this sort of framework there, which I think is gonna be cool. I was just saying by the pillar would be a good spot for a weapon or equipment. Oh, did I miss the part where you said the weapon? Because I think so. But yeah, like right here, like put one right here. Remember, we are considering putting a door here. Then I kind of set this up to where we can easily just grab these two and delete them and replace and put a door there, or just delete this one and put a door there, or however we want to do that. So keep that in mind too. Or we could put even a little. Would it be weird to have like a little nook there? Like not a really deep one, but just a really shallow one. How weird would this be? I know this is your department because it's you know, block out, but let's say we went back literally just like that far. I mean, there's some weirdness going on up there, but I can fix that. But like literally just that far would be like a bit of cover for around the corner, but then you could put a weapon there. I don't know, maybe not. Doesn't make any sense. Like right in front of the lift is what I mean. Oh, like right here. Oh, whoops. You mean like right in front of the lift right here? Or do you mean like on that column? Oh, wait. If you mean on this column, that does make a lot of sense. If that's what you're talking about, then I finally get it. No, the pillar in the middle. Oh, I missed that message. Yes. Okay, so this pillar. Yes. Yes, okay, I get it now. Okay, so you had... I'm just gonna copy this. I know that you used only one piece, and so that would be way cheaper than this, but... Oh, come on. This one. There we go. But putting something like this, you had this here. I'll fix it up to where it's just one piece later. And then what I was thinking was that one wall you moved didn't snap properly, by the way. Oh, it didn't? Ooh. Wait, did it not snap properly the first time or the second time or ever? Thought I fixed it. I think it didn't snap the first time properly, but I think it's good now. I could be wrong. Ah, let me double check. But you know, in person, so my outlines aren't in the way. It looks okay. I think this looks weird. Oh, it's because I don't have any scratches on that piece, so it looks funny. Looks out of place. I should probably add scratches to them because they look extremely out of place right now. Even if we're not going to have that later. It's so small, the scratches have to be set to 1 to make it make sense. Okay, that looks a little better. Yeah. Oh, it's the scratches. Yeah. Okay, so we talked about a few really cool ideas on your stream. And what I'm going to do is start doing them. But first, to do them, I need some regular floor in here so I can break that floor up and put gaps in it. We need no rotation snap. Ah, no. Okay, here we go. And I'm probably going to need to scale this down a bit. How are the buttons now, Aaron? I don't know if you're still here. The buttons might have made you annoyed enough to turn off the stream entirely. I have no idea. But if you're still here, I would love to know what you think about the buttons being all like, you know, darker like this. Oh, hey, we can get some budget back. Look at that. We can just delete some of these floor pieces. Get some budget. Delicious. Delicious budget. Look at that. It's probably not going to add up to a lot, but it's enough to make a difference. Would it be weird to have railings down there near the walls, like if there were wires and pipes? I will have to experiment to understand what you mean. Okay, so like along the side walls, or did you mean like this floor? I think I might need to make the railing a little... Oh wait, did I start doing that on the other one? Okay, I had in mind to make to do something with this staircase that was going to be interesting, but I need to figure out if we're keeping this door frame, which I still like, by the way. I do actually really like this door frame, and it feels like it's a support frame for the structure in a really good way. And so I actually really do like this one, but it's also very simple because it's literally one of the block out pieces. So let me know. Yeah, that open wall opposite of the windows, it's bare. Oh, this one here. Yeah. So it's a little bare, it's got a little bit of geometry going on that kind of makes some shadows up there, which is kind of cool, but the low down area is where it's a problem. I could theoretically... Ooh, this is where I could put the thing I was talking about yesterday. Remember how I was like, oh, you just gave me a cool idea with water that I want to do, right? Okay, well check this out. What if we have some glass here, right? Here, I'll do it here so we can kind of see behind it. And we put some light that's like, I don't know, blue, or maybe put some fog that's like gray, just to make it feel like fog, but like, you know, something that makes it dark down there, to make it look like it's reflecting water. And then we go to effects and we go to liquids, and we put some bubbles in there like it's aerating, right? And we just have this inside of the tank like it's constantly coming up from the floor. This is really big bubbles. I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. Let me see if there's a... Oh man, that's 2 by 32. Now I understand. Actually, do they have like a limit to how high they go? At all? Okay, I'd have to put it way below the map. But yeah. Oh, like water tanks. Yes, exactly. In fact, I could even make it like when you walk up there and look down into the hole, it's actually really deep. And there's a water tank there, and we could theoretically connect that into down here later with the big team battle, not by letting you pass through it until they add water volumes, in which case we could theoretically work something in like that if it works. You know, if it works out that way. We don't know how water volumes are going to work exactly, but we could theoretically put like a water tank there for the water volumes. But in the meantime, what we can do is have it to where it's just there to where you can look down in there and it's super deep, and just a container down there. Where's my... I have just realized I'm in the wrong screen to where I can't see Twitch correctly. There we go. I was in the wrong menu. Anyway, okay, so we've got... Let's see, there's that. Let's see about 4 by 16, 4 by 32. How big is 4 by 32? Enormous. So we would just put this well below the map. Something like this. I don't want to make it to where I'd lose it. And we just make it to where it comes up high enough that it doesn't quite come up through and float up into there, because that would look crazy. You could put tanks in it too. Yeah, that would be cool. Then a railing would make sense too. Maybe you could put tanks in it too. Yeah, that would be cool. Actually, instead of having glass there, okay, what if we actually had an opening that you could repulsor someone into and they would fall in and die? Would that be dumb? Like something you fall in... we can't really do water effects right now. If we could do like a surface of water, then we could totally make it throw in there. For now, I'll just put a glass panel and put the bubbles behind it, right? Later, we can come in and we can say, hey, here, you know, we can come in with the with water volumes, and we can open it up instead of being a tank, like a glass panel. We could just have it an opening, and then have like a little caution strip along the floor saying don't go in there, and then we could repulsor them in there and then die for 4v4, and then whenever it becomes a big team battle mode, it could, instead of being repulsored in and they die, we could make it like you could drop down into the water and then like go through like an energy barrier out of it at the bottom, like the energy barrier is holding the water in place or something like that, and you could go into the thing. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, let's... I like that idea, but you let me know if that sounds too ridiculously crazy. And if it's too ambitious. Like, we are very ambitious with this map. I will say that. We're extremely ambitious with this map. We've been coming up with ideas non-stop that are pretty crazy. and just going with it. What is this? Is this old or is this the floor? This is the floor. Okay. Yeah, this is just the floor. I just need to find out... Oh, good. It's actually X is pointing downward, so I know that's going to come up this way. Okay, that works. This one is what? Is this the floor up here? Yes. Wait. No, what is this? What am I looking at here? It looks like it's a floor in here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It's part of the floor up there, so we can also get rid of this by just syncing it up into here. And what is this piece? Ooh, this piece could just be deleted at this point. No, we can't. We're probably going to need that to use something like that. We are very ambitious. Yeah, like an elevator shaft. Oh, let's see. Maybe you could put tanks in it too. Like an elevator shaft on one side, then the other side could be a busted wall with a hole. Another idea is these bubbles might actually create lift, so like whenever we do big team battle, we might actually make it to where if you enter it from the bottom, it'll actually lift you up into the top part, which might be pretty interesting. We don't have a lot of ways back up out of the bottom area. We have a lot of ways to drop down into it, so that would be kind of interesting to put like one little lift, like a grav lift area. Like we've got the elevator, but it would be kind of cool. Maybe it's too close to the elevator, but we could put like, we could make it to where it's not like a direct shot to the elevator. You have to go like a long way around, like a snake around to get to the elevator. I know I'm flying through walls, but I think you know the map well enough that you know what I'm doing. But yeah. So that's a good possibility of something we could do. Let's see. I think that what I would want is, I really like the thing we were doing up here with the railing, or with this like sort of frame. I want to use this frame piece to frame the glass down here. Let's keep it simple for now, lol. Yeah, exactly. That's what the, yeah, I agree. It's, we're very, very ambitious. And I realize that, like, our ambition is going to have, like, lots of variation. I mean, one of the cool things about all this is, there's a chance that, like, if this map gets extremely popular, what we can actually do is be like, hey, we're going to go back into this map and edit it, and we're going to add a bunch of new stuff to it and change how the layout is and make a different variation of this map. You know what I mean? We could theoretically do that at some point and just be like, yeah, you know, now we're doing this. You know what I mean? Because there are some people who are doing that already with their maps as well, where they're like changing up art. But yeah, lol, that title will. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm about to be I'm actually laying pipe, by the way. We're putting this here so that I can bring it in, and I'm going to put some pipes going through the middle that are going to be really cool. That's the idea. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna... Ooh, that is way too tall. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Y. Where's the Y value? And then we want to center it so that the texture doesn't look terrible. Actually, it's stretching very nicely. I thought that line was going to start sliding along the edge, but whatever this texture I set it to is actually pretty good. I'm kind of liking it. Okay, so anyway, now we can bring this over here and just like snap it to there, and it'll kind of give us a width. And I was thinking, I mean, we might just put this straight here. I might put a column of concrete here and then put it to the left of that, and then put a column of concrete here and put it, you know, to the side of that. Why is this poking through? What the heck? Was that always there? Did I just not know that was there? But yes, hello, Mr. Greencastle. I do think it's funny that in both you know, all our mod all of our Forge streams, we've got you, Mr. Greencastle, right? And then over in the mod space, like on Rejected Shotgun series, they've got Green Knight, Mr. Green Knight, and so both Halo mod section groups, like both Halo creative groups, have a Mr. Green that is like hanging out with them basically all the time to make stuff, and I think that's great. I think that's really funny that there is a green, because, you know, big green style, of course. We need to have a green in both groups. Okay. I don't know, to be honest. I don't see a lot of pipes being laid. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Let's see. I just think that's kind of funny. I love that that we've got that going on in the Halo community. That there's that between you and the other guy. Yeah. So let's see. What am I looking at here? Okay, this needs to be brought down just a bit. It's that big green style. We gotta have it. Let's see. I guess that's good. I would think that it would become an exact measurement. Did that work, or is that... Oh, it is an exact measurement. Oh, cool. Perfect. And then we will go... And then this is going to make these pipes make a heck of a lot more sense once I lay them. Because we're going to have this, like, tank down here, which is going to look terrible right off the bat, because I am not going to be able to make it look good on the other side of that right away, unless I'm not going to... Or else I'm not going to be able to lay the pipes. I need to spend my time wisely. Let's see. So if we got bubbles on the other side, it'll look like there's water. And then what we can do is, one more thing, is simulate the actual surface of the water by putting really thick glass inside of there. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I don't know how to make this go faster. And I am highly enjoying helping my other favorite green hero, Link. Green, what do you think of the map? I've been loving the ideas so far. That's awesome. Have you been playing Breath of the Wild? No, Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom, because I really want to, but I'm really I didn't get it, and now it's sold out, and I want the cartridge because I have 2 Switches between me and my kids. So I need to have I need to have you know, a second copy. What is this? What is going on here? Is this a super scaled up one? Oh, I scaled it up without abandon. I think I remember that. I think I did that last stream. I just scaled it up into the wall and went, that's good enough. Unless I was already there. But yeah, that works. Okay, so we have this really basic... Oh wait, hold on. The bubbles are going above the water level. That doesn't make any sense. Really fast and dirty water. And I will grab the glass and raise it up until the bubbles are no longer... For the last bit. Yeah. Oh, the water... Oh wait, no, the water level is very high. I was misjudging that. Okay, so now we got bubbles going up like that. Let's see. Yes, very much so. It was weird out at my local Best Buy day 1. I had to go to Walmart. Oh, it's sold out. Gotcha. Yeah, I've been keeping watch here and there as you've been building this for a while. Yeah, it's been a long job, but yeah. But we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be really cool, I think. Ooh. Every now and then the bubbles go way higher than normally, and that's not very helpful. It seems like it does anyway. Is that my imagination? Nah, I don't know, maybe. Let's see. You've seen my forge and block out, right? Let's see. So now we've got some water and some bubbles, and I'll make it look cool on the other side of the bubbles later. But for now, because I gotta figure out what I have to hide before I can actually do the inside. Like this thing. What is this thing? What does it do? Why is it here? Oh, that can be eliminated by making it much shorter. So maybe I can make the tank further. Excuse me. These things, which look like pipes, by the way, we can make them look even more like pipes. I like that. But yeah. Trying to tune in, it's just my Discord notifies me for a million things, and so notifications are basically useless. Yeah. No, I know the feeling. Let's see. Okay, so if we go... Duct work. Where's ducts? Where's that again? I think it's in accents. Ducts? Let's see. There we go. Ducts. So this is how someone else did it, and I immediately was like, that's actually a really good way of doing it. So that's the cap off. Wait, hold on. Is that cap on both ends? Or is it open? Hey! I didn't know that was open. That's really cool. We've got a bowl here. There aren't a lot of bowl shapes in this game, actually. You know, you can just like... I wonder if it's got collision? Like, there's the crates and there's barrels, but this is like an actual... thing you can do. That's cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. What they did was basically floor, and they did this, and they basically brought this down to the level they were wanting it, and I just realized that I deleted the floor to where I don't know how low to put this. Uh-oh, I don't know what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's see. Replying to yeah. Possibly, I can't remember. So I look at a lot of maps. Yeah. It was this one earlier on, right? And let's see. Where's my snap? Okay, I need to find a good height, which I messed up. So I need to find something to snap to, and I deleted all the floors. Oh, there's going to be floors in the other one. I'll go to the other side of the map and find a good spot to snap to around the same room. Where am I? Am I there? No. Wait, hold on. No, over here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Took me a little bit there to find a good wall, a good area. So these are the floor pieces. I'm just going to snap it to that one's corner. Can I do the top? Yes. How much does that put it above the ground? It looks about perfect, I think. Did my music just turn off this early in the stream? Like, I literally just turned that on, I thought. Or are we on that one that's got the dead zone in theme? No, it definitely stopped. I don't know why I did that. What's new? Not much. But, green is here. That's new from earlier whenever you were in the stream, Aaron. Let's see. So, okay, Ripshade. Do we want this going down the middle? Or do we want, like, down the middle of the doorway to feel like a sort of road? Like a path leading you over this way, and then maybe turn it to look like it's going that way? So basically something like... something to this effect. Whoops, I'm getting a lot of things going on. If we did this, you see we got a sort of threshold here, right? That our pipes are going to go through. Where it's like there's a banding across the top that's sort of holding them in place. And then we go this way, and this was a really good way of doing this that I saw someone else do. So I'm totally stealing their their method here. But so basically something like this, and then we lay pipe through there, and then we put a grating over the top, like some fencing or something like that. And then once we've got the grating over the top, it just looks like it's a floor piece, a panel that's designed to lay down the pipes. And then we have the natural floor to the left and right and around it, right? So that's one method. Another one could be that we could have it come over here and actually go at an angle into this piece, as if their pipes are coming out of that, which might be cool. Kind of like this, which actually coincidentally is just the right length for. Let's see. I think you did, but I can't understand you forgetting. But I can understand you forgetting. Yeah, I like that second option better, this diagonal one. Yeah, I like that a lot too. And then we could theoretically, what I was also thinking was, so what I was thinking about this path here, this staircase here, this will be pretty easy. Let me see if I can find a good block to copy to be the thing I do. This is way too tall. This one will be good. So what I was thinking about for a while now is I kind of like the idea of the stairs having a slightly raised platform here, and then one on the other side as well, to center the staircase, because as you can see, the door is not centered in the frame. And it's mainly for visuals, so if you don't like this idea, then we don't have to do it. But it is like it's just to sort of make it feel a little more like centered and intentional, you know what I mean? And then what we could even do is theoretically put some crates up here if you wanted to, but like we could easily put like a weapon up here if you feel like it's a good one, a good spot for it. But what I was also thinking is we could put like some pipes coming out and down into the ground, and theoretically do something like this. So we've got pipes coming out, down, over, and back in there, which feels weird that it's going around, but it's also very sci-fi to have some nonsense angles. And it might be that the structural integrity of the, asteroid need to be maintained here, or else this part of the building might collapse into the rest of the whole thing. So we have some explanation that we could throw at it. And then, and what it would end up doing is creating like a feeling of a path that guides you this direction. up onto the staircase, this sort of like jump spot. And then of course it kind of also could guide. It could go keep on going if we needed to. I know this is going to clip weirdly, but we could make it keep on going and sort of imply this direction as well if we feel like it. But yeah, what do you think about that? Of something like this. And what I was also thinking is like sort of putting a thinner one over here that goes in the same amount as over there, and then thinning out the staircase to match it. But this is entire. I was trying to run this by you before I ever made this decision for us, because I want to know if that messes up your block out at all. Do you think? Yeah. And you're not saying anything, so I have no idea if you heard any of that. It would also kind of feel cool because I could theoretically have it clip into the glass and make the glass feel like it's not just a square, not just a giant rectangle, because I could have it come over here like that. But yeah. And you could stand up here and kind of see the top of the water with the bubbles coming up, so that might be cool. Does what mess it up? Oh, this. Do you like the idea, like I was thinking, of centering the staircase with the door frame, and then placing these down as like slightly raised platforms? They can look like gizmos, or they can look like parts of the structure. And I was thinking though that pipes would come out of this one down into this sort of bucket. I know I've kind of I just placed this here, and now it's really in the way until we're done with this. But basically, like, come out down into the bucket, travel through that wall into this one, turn this way, turn that way toward this. And it would look like it was part of the part of the system that would do these bubbles. This would look like it was part of the system and all that kind of stuff, like water filtration. And we would have, it would be a really cool method of coming through here. And then up top, what you were talking, you mentioned these things on your stream and, gave me the ideas. But, let's see, I think we have to use cables because the straight pipe doesn't scale. I always try it again just in case they did some weird update, but I don't think they will anytime soon. T-joint. A T-joint could work because you can scale that down, but it would definitely warp weirdly. Oh, you know what we could do, actually? Well, you can do this with this T-joint to make it long. That looks terrible because I went way too long and it's nowhere near small enough yet. But you can make it look like it's a point where it's connected to the ceiling, you know what I mean? Like that. And at least something, but we could just not use the pipe at all. We could just go with the cables. I'm not opposed to trying it. We can always see see how it feels when testing. Yeah. And if it doesn't do like anything to the gameplay, then that works too. Mainly what it does is put a crouch point to hide from that doorway, is what I imagine, and from over there. It's actually quite a large crouch point, and then you can clamber up. So you could theoretically, it also breaks sliding route here, so if you were planning on sliding into the room that way over as far as you could to get an angle on someone over there, if you're planning to slide this way to get a good angle over here, then you're kind of out of luck there because it stops you. But yeah, anyway, I was just thinking about that. So anyway, then we have pipes. Let me go to wires. Wires are where we're actually supposed to be. Cable, straight away. Is this the capped off cable or something? No, this is cable cap. Capped cable. This one is actually already capped. So this is just a regular cable. It just happens to be solid. Okay, well anyway, the point is we can put this here, and we can repeat it coming this way. Let's see. Okay, basically what I'm trying to do, if this thing will let me go, is repeat it a few times, coming this direction, maybe put a T-junction somewhere in here and having it go over that way or something to that effect, or go over to that thing. But basically the idea was then to they don't have turns here, we go up to the pipe section. Pipes, and the pipes the turns can be scaled, so we bring them down to, cable, like wire size, and we can, ooh geez, this is way bigger than I thought it was, because I thought it was closer to the camera. Basically, snap that there, and it doesn't snap to the middle. The wires have a single snap point in the middle, and then this has have 4 snap points, 1 on each side. So you kind of have to wiggle it, like adjust it. And then we put another one here, okay. And then I was thinking about having it come up the wall and over and into this, or something to that effect. Originally I was going to have it come straight up into that, but then I realized I kind of made this look like it was supposed to hinge open, which this is of course too big right now because it's in front of it. So I was thinking about keeping the fact that it looks like it's supposed to hinge open, and put it to where the pipes come over to this column, and then proceed to turn vertical, and like this. This is very conveniently, oh, I need this one to be the snap point. Very conveniently lining up very, very close to the wall, so that's pretty nice. This is the Jurassic Park stuff. Okay, would it be tough to try to make that door look centered with concrete pillars on both sides? I think those blocks being different sizes are throwing me off a little. Yeah, well, if they won't throw you off as much if I make it like, okay, if this is concrete, and then this is concrete up to the edge, and then everything beyond that, it looks like a machine, then it won't feel as awkward. Or if both of them look like machines entirely, then I can use different machines and they'll look a little bit different, you know what I mean? Or if we put, like, I don't know, a crate up there or something like that, I mean, that would be very different for the block out if we put stuff on top of these too, because then you can't even stand there. But yeah, basically, these are some thoughts I had, not really something I had actually, you know, figured all the way out yet. Let's see, let me do, why is this not get any shorter? Okay, so these pipes are apparently that's as short as they get. So, I can't turn this and then come this direction because this is as short as the cables get. That's interesting. Let me go back to wires and see if the other one that's got the cap on it, cable capped, can get any shorter. This one gets significantly shorter. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was actually just a bug going on. Let's see. No, yeah, this one definitely doesn't go any shorter. This one does. So I can actually use something like this over here and adjust the height however I need to. What is with the pipes and wires and not, you know, not changing their scale, not being able to be scaled. Anyway, and then I can go that way over the top, and it would be very industrial looking, essentially. Do you think those doors with the blocks look weird trying to walk into them? Should we redesign those doors? Which doors with the blocks? This one here? Like the ones we were just talking about, these doors with the blocks. Because I kind of like their frame, how they get wider at the bottom, because it feels like structural, like it would hold up the building that's above it. But if you don't, it feels like the Pillar of Autumn. You know, the Pillar of Autumn is filled with this kind of stuff. I love pipes, yeah. And you said, yeah, that's cool, yeah. So I do like this, but like you're saying, there is a potentially an issue here. I don't know. Like I really do like the way that you set this up. I thought that they were a little iffy up here, so I was definitely agreeing with you about the idea of turning these into the round ones, like from your other one. But I feel like down here, I really like these a lot. So, so it's up to you. I'll run it by you. I mean, I'll put that to you, and if you don't like it, then I'll go ahead and you know, change that. Is this? Oh, that's the wrong one. The one that I changed to white. I was gonna fix this because that emblem is no good, like this. Oh, I could have just done this 0. There we go. Then it actually matches the gray of that wall, so we don't even need it. I like how they look. I'm just talking about the transition through them onto those blocks. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. I mean, I would definitely... Another option, by the way, the other option is I do something like this, where if I do this to the left and right, I can also still just center the staircase, and then just have a ramped grip right here. In fact, I could even still have it look all mechanical and just make the platform right there look like machines, and maybe have like some pipes coming out of it underneath into this thing, you know, into this bucket. In fact, I guess I'd have to move the bucket far enough to where it doesn't show the staircase inside of there. Which would allow us to put some T-junctions inside here, which would be really cool. Have like a T-junction for the pipe, and have the pipe going that way, and the pipe and then continuing that way, and then have like a, you know, a 45 go that way, and having some real cool stuff going on with all that. Let's see. Like you walk through, and there's a small sliver of black to get on, a block to get on them. Oh yeah. If you mean like how tall they are, I didn't mean to put them like too tall. Like if you meant like this, that would definitely be cool. But you mean move? Oh, you mean move the whole staircase further away and put a sliver across? Ah, I think I understand what you're talking about. You're saying don't make the staircase go straight into the door frame. Maybe grab this piece and flip it around and scale it that way. Let me copy the Y scale first. It looks like it's supposed to be 4, but we but yeah, you're saying like this. Here, I'll set it to, in fact, I will just double it. I'll set it to 8. You're saying like literally add a strip of platform up here to walk left and right. I think I understand what you're saying now. Is that correct? Is that what you're talking about? Because if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I can see what you're talking about. We could either do a ramp and even do a tech wall looking ramp that goes down. I wasn't thinking that, but that would be much better. And I don't know if I want to double it. It looks like it's really wide. I think maybe put it at 6 to where it's really thin. But if you know it's there, you can sort of like strafe to get a bit of a, you know what I mean? A little bit of that thing. So if that's what if you like that, then yeah. That also puts like a power slide angle right there onto the platform. So like coming through this, power slide onto the platform, jump and get a height advantage on people on that staircase is kind of cool. I kind of like that. I don't know about you. Those are terrible jumps. I'm doing a bad job of it, but I'm sure you see what I mean. Do you like that idea? Like, should I go with this? Should I go ahead with this, basically? Or, and actually kind of feels a little bit more, like, framed a little better now. I would definitely still want the staircase to be adjusted forward so that's proper, but it feels a little better frame-wise, you know what I mean? Than what I was doing before. I don't mind that. Okay, cool. And then, like, it's actually kind of funny that you can almost make out what I'm planning on doing. Pipes going that way, pipes going that way, this is like the laying pipes I was talking about for this episode. These are the pipes, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I need to probably, yeah, okay. Basically, the main reason that I wanted to do this, by the way, was mainly because, like, after doing these, where they were thinner and framed and all that stuff, every time I looked at these, I was like, it felt like it was stretching over here too far, and I wanted to stretch it farther to touch the wall so that this gap wasn't here, but then I was also like, actually, I want to bring it back and you know, add stuff to the side. Not necessarily this block as a ledge. I was going to ask you about the ramp thing, but yeah. But yeah, I really was wondering about that. If there's water effects, would it be cool on the damage side that pipes are busted open and water flooded the bottom of the base? Yeah, once they add that, like, we could fill these pipes with water inside there. Just an ambitious idea. Yeah, like we could literally like fill up the paths that the pipes are going through with water, and that would be really dope. Obviously, you know, once water effects are really in here. I also need to figure out how to center this, because I feel like these need to be in the exact middle of the door frame. Does the door frame have a snap? I look like I'm getting I'm grabbing blocks. Block points, not the door frame itself. Unless its snap, it just sucks, but let's see. Oh, weird. It's got a snap there. Or something. Okay, it doesn't have any good snaps. Okay. I need to stop talking about new ideas and let you forge. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no. I'm right there with you. I'm always coming up with too many stupid ideas. Great ideas that are too stupid at the same time. Where it's like, yeah, we could totally do this and we could totally do that. Let's see. Okay, I need to find out how wide this is whenever it's centered. Do you like this width, by the way? I kind of feel like aesthetically Having that much gap there feels right. But if you want me to do a little bit different, I can do that. Let's see. That's not what I'm going to do. Z. And then we will turn it around. I don't think this had a specific reason for being that long. And then we will go to 22. That's a good number. Is it centered, though? If this snaps to there, does it look centered with the stairs? Corner of the top of the... Oh, let's see. Maybe you could add angle bits at the top of those blocks. Corner of the top of the stairs. Angle bits. Let's see. Add angle bits at the top of those blocks. So, like, angling up into the wall? Or did you mean, like, angled this way? Or did you mean, like this way? Oh, I think you mean angled out, maybe? Corner at the top of the stairs. I'm trying to figure out specifically which way you're talking about. Because, let's see. This looks centered, but I could be wrong, and hopefully it is centered. So you explain to me what you mean by that, and I'll be sure to implement something. Angling over towards the middle of the doorway. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you mean like angling this way, or like this kind of thing? That would be like instead of this just being a rectangle. Is that what you mean? I could be wrong. I am confused. This is one of those times where, like, I wish we could both be in the same map at the same time, and you could be on your stream and I could be on my stream. You'd be like, yeah, hop onto my stream so you can see what I'm doing, what I'm saying, and then you could just show me. That'd be great. Let's see. Okay. So, yeah, get rid of the sharp angles at the top of the stairs on the block. Right, lol. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this corner is too sharp, make it diagonal, and then go that way? Or did you mean make it like how you did this, where you cut off the lip and make it go slope downward right here? Right, lol. Nope. I have no idea what I've asked you so many questions and I don't know which one you're answering, and I'm making it more confusing. But yeah, okay. So I hope I have thoroughly confused everything and there's no way for me to understand what you're saying. That would be great. Okay, let's see. So those two are lined up at least, and then I'm going to bring this thing scale down and wait for you to respond. Is this the... No, not Z. Wait. Is it Z? No, it's not Z. Z can't be changed. It's Y. Yeah, there we go. This is not centered? Or it is? Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. I think. That's really weird. It should be centered, but it's not quite centered for some reason. I don't know why. Must be the staircases themselves. Get rid of the corners of the top of the stairs so it looks like an angle path to the blocks. Like this. I'm just gonna ask that question like this and wait for your response rather than asking 6 questions at the same time. Okay, okay, alright. Yes, I can do that. Okay. Like, something like, okay. Thank you for being patient with that nonsense. Something like this kind of thing, or maybe even a better angle than that, something less sharp. Like this, perhaps? That sort of can be, and I can move the stairs down like 0.1 or 0.001 so that will be on top of them. They're kind of poking up a bit, but not too bad yet. Yas, okay, cool. Okay, alright, so something akin to this, but a little better. This, but good. Like, probably an actual triangle piece, so that it actually, like, you know, lines up correctly. But something like that. Ah, we got it. Yes, it just took us, you know, forever, but yeah, we got it. Okay. So I will go and make this touch the wall, because that's been bothering me for ages. Every single time I came through here, I was like, I need to fix that, and then I would go off and do something else instead. And then if this is the case, I need to put that frame. I need to put another frame like this that is traveling along. I can probably snap it to there, right? No, not right. To here, and then proceed to bring this back to like that. Let's go Z, and then proceed to bring it like this, and then we've got that going for us. Which I didn't put a bottom frame, which I probably would need to do that. But yeah, such a small thing too, right? It took forever to figure that out for being a little teeny tiny idea that it drastically improves it, right? But it's like visually, but it's such a small concept that it's just silly that we took us this long to figure it out. Or specifically me this long to figure it out. Let's see, I'll just do that. That should give us a bit of a frame there, and I'll move it up whenever we know what the height of our floor is. But yes. And then it'll be just embedded in the rock, which will be kind of cool looking, I think. Okay, so we're getting there, we're coming along. I like the idea of the clipped corner. I don't think it needs to be doing that, so whatever I do needs to sort that out. I think I know how to make it so that it both looks good and doesn't cause the light to be cut off at the same time. And it involves diagonals. In fact, it involves a copy of this one, so I don't have to go make another one and set its texture and all that kind of stuff. Even though it's just concrete, it still would be annoying to have to do all that. Oh, object 45. Okay. So the idea is that we want it to be this way, so that we get our effect, I think. And let's see if I can just make it as thin as it'll go, and if that will be enough to not block that light, or if we have to do something else. But I can sort some other things out if it does. If it doesn't work, then I can do a weird thing. I wish they had more, like, you know, better objects. Let's see. It could be rounded too, maybe. Ooh, okay, yep, I'm doing that now. That's way better. I like that way more. Okay. Primitives. Cylinders. Not cylinders. Although rounded out might be cool too in some maps, like if you wanted to make it look like a stylized, almost like medieval thing going on. But I think we're going rings. And we go and I go ring primitive, because we need it to be simple. Although we could theoretically do like something like this and put like a framework to it and make it so that it clips into it just right, so that the framework is visible above the, like, okay, here, I'll explain. I will explain. What is it that he says? Here, let me explain. No, it's too much. Let me sum up. From The Princess Bride. Such a good movie. Let's go to Z. It's a bad Italian accent, but, you know, or whatever he had. It was a fictional accent, so I guess it doesn't matter that that's bad, because it's not a real accent. Okay, so go there. Reduce this to 3. Reduce it to 2. Reduce it to 1. This one may not work because it has a dip in here. And that means I have to put the staircase even lower, which would be really obvious right there on that lip. And then I'd have to put like a slope piece there or something. I don't even know. So maybe this is not the way to go. But I just had in mind to try and do that. But we can do a regular, what do you call it? A regular curved one that is just a primitive one, and see how that works out. I almost want to try this one because that would mean our angle would go from flat to there like that. You see how that angle looks? Which I think is a little cooler. And what we would be able to do is then scale it up and then just put it exactly where we want it. More like this, you know? Hey, that's actually touching on both corners by... No, it's not. Oh, it's off over here. No. And that means it's gonna move weird and... Almost right. Almost there. Oh, I can actually... Oh, yeah, they fixed the thing. Oh my gosh, guys. They fixed it. I can just eyeball it. Wow, look at that. Oh man, that's so nice. Okay, so now we go with our concrete. We set it to not brushed, but instead to concrete raw. And then we set this one to concrete raw because we don't know which one it is. There it is, that's it. And then I can turn off the dirt layer because it's way too effective. The grime layer, I mean. It's way too effective here. And it starts to blend in. What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. It does alter this thing's design a little bit. Let's try the hold on. You know what? Let's go back to the UNSC one, but we'll go with the quarter ring on the where is it? Oh, the 8th ring. Yes, on this one. And see what this one looks like. Oh gosh. I've got the... Yeah, there we go. Because that might create the frame that we're looking for the staircase at the same time as filling in the gap. You know what I mean? Let's see. A little bigger to get the same kind of curvatures we got the first time. Oh, maybe you could incorporate that rounded corner thing on those pillars too. Make the curves sharper, more like rounded. I don't know. Yeah, no. I like that. Let's see. What is this snap? That is awful. Some of these rings in particular have the worst snaps. That's why I was, doing this to sort of eyeball it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So if we did this and we selected the other ring, move it back out of position so we can so we can see. I should have probably just deleted it. What does that one look like? It doesn't look like anything. Okay, yeah, never mind. The tech ring, the techie looking ring. Oh my god. Deselect all, please, and then delete select. Okay. All right. So what do you think? I have issues typing sometimes while my brain doesn't work. Okay. Make the curves sharper, like more rounded. I don't know. Okay, so you want it to be less gradual, basically, and more of a straight up. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like a not half ring, a quarter. Wait, is it quarter? Wait, primitive ring, 8th ring. Yeah, I did an 8th ring. You're talking about a sharper one, is in like this, right? Here, I'm gonna do this one over here, and then we'll compare the two sides, and then we'll be able to actually like decide, because I think that this is probably the better option, and that I did the wrong one to begin with. Just because I thought it would be really good, but let's turn that off, go to 1, boom, 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 look at that. Man, this is so much better now. Okay, we gotta scale it down. I did not mean to scale it vertically. Now I've gotta go up. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see. There we go, and that's, I still have my thing on. Man, I love that they fixed this. This is such a useful fix to the engine. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we switch this one to what do you call it? Concrete raw. Whoops, it's probably the second one, just like the other one. Concrete raw, and then down to the very bottom. 0 grime, 0 scratches. Okay, that looks way better. You were definitely right. It's way better. It doesn't cut off the frame. It's not exactly the same curve as there, but it fits better. This one is like, this would be a cool curve somewhere. You know what I mean? But like, this one's way better. I do think that I need to bring it down or something. I need to remove the scratches on these. That's what I need. Because they are too much. I might need to take them off completely. Wait, did I deselect it? Like, what's going on here? What did I select? So that will make all of this concrete kind of blend back together properly. So that seems like a good idea. Let's see, grime amount 0. I know it's taking off like all of the texture on these pieces, but the added texture of the grime, but some of them might become tech walls anyway, and then just become a really thin piece of concrete here, and then a tech box here for the rest of it, you know what I mean? Which would make it much more balanced, so yeah. Yeah, this looks much, much better. Whoop, didn't mean to jump that far. Oh, I didn't copy it. That's kind of important. Okay, let's see. How can I copy it easily and quickly? I think this way. I think? Wait, no? They're not the same depth. Okay, if they're the same, if I can make them the same height. Ooh, they are almost the same height. Okay, so that wouldn't be too big of a deal. What am I doing? Okay. If I scale this way, is it the correct way? Yes. Okay, that means that I need to flip it over before I adjust it to be this one's depth, which is the 4, I believe. I could have just typed 4 now. Yeah, 4. Don't need to copy it. And then flip it back over, and then if I select this one as well, and I duplicate it, I can then proceed to flip it over. And, what is it? Oh, because I've got that right. There we go. And then proceed to snap it into that one there, and it should be in the exact right spot, and I can delete one of them, and it should line up. It did not line up. I don't know what I just did wrong. Okay, it still should line up, and it's not. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely lining up over here. Yes, it's definitely lining up over here. That's really weird. The block was literally put inside of itself. That doesn't make any sense, but okay, whatever. I'll just manually place it. I just touched the corners. Let's see. You're a tech wizard. Gonna call you a Wilzard. Nice, a Wilzard. Okay, so I don't know what it was that just went wrong, but in theory, I'm a tech wizard. That should have worked. Oh, it wasn't messed up. It was too low. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna do that again, and then just adjust its Z coordinate. Okay, I understand now. I did notice that it's just a hair too, like different there, even though they should be the exact same thickness. And I was like, that's not a big deal. I don't need to worry about it. And then it turns out it was a big deal, and I do need to worry about it. Okay, grab this. Oop, okay, cool. Okay, here we go. So I was doing a good thing, and then I just did it wrong at the end. Because it looks like it's in the wrong spot, but it's actually just inside of that floor. That's what the problem is. So I just need to go like this, and with that new snapping thing at 0.001 and turning off there, I just go up by 1, by 0.001, and boom, done. Okay, that's much better. So the thing worked, but I was messing it up. That looks really cool. I actually really like that. It's like, even though they're just blocks, now they're curved. It makes it feel cooler, you know? I could theoretically put curves here, like we were talking about doing over here as well, which would be a cool repeated pattern. To do that, oh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna This is completely, I'm like leaving the room we were working in entirely to do this. I am aware that this is silly. But even though I'm aware of that, I'm doing it anyway. Where's walls? I think it's in here. So they've got these, where's the one that's, no, it's in UNSC in accents. Let's see. Did you delete that extra block that you used to snap that in place? I don't know. Let me go check. Good eye. I did it the first time, so then my brain went, I've already done that, probably, and didn't worry about it the second time. Very good point. So, I've got these really quick. Catwalk along? That's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Is it in here at all? Where is it? Oh, it was just concrete. I should have just gone down. Concrete column. So I was thinking about it whenever you were doing it, about the fact that this has a little plus sign kind of shape to it. And I wanted to see if this would actually scale correctly to give us a good, big enough plus sign to use effectively like we wanted to. And I don't think it's going to. I was just thinking make it one block instead of multiple. But it's just too small. I mean, I could still do it that way and then put a pipe going up the middle, but it just feels too small. So never mind. If there's another like L-shaped wall, I could probably use that instead though, and that'll reduce the number of objects. So yes, I did not in fact delete that. I'm glad you asked. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to, oh, actually there may be an L in there. UNSC, concrete, block, wall, wall. If there is a turn, there's not a turn. There's not an L. They didn't want to give us the L. Which, you know, that means we still have a chance to win, so I guess that's a good... That was a really dumb joke, and I hope no one laughed at it. Okay, let's see. This would make a good L shape. That would make a very weird shape. Let's see. I'm still, like, really liking the idea of using this inside a wall as a support structure at some point. My music cut off, didn't it? Yes, indeed. I don't know why it does that. I really wish that you could just tell YouTube to never do that. If you could, I would never... I would turn it off. Like, you were talking about putting more of this kind of thing there? Wait, did that... That block is interacting with it in a weird way and hiding all those cool details that you had. What happened to that block? Oh, weird. Okay. What did I do? I know I snapped this thing to that block earlier, but something went wrong here. And I'm not sure what. I don't know when this happened. I think I probably had it to there or something like that. Oh, crap. It's going in both directions. Okay. Alright, well, that's wonky. I'll figure that out later. I'll just do that for now. It's close enough. Yeah. Close enough, it's hidden. Okay. Anyway. That's it. I think it's too thick. Yeah, that wall piece. Yeah. So I love this thing and I want to use it at some point for something, even scaled down or something like that, but I know that like maybe like something like this wall, but like I know that there's like not really anywhere to use it. I mean, maybe the you know, I have the elevator has like that as a sort of gear piece, but I could theoretically make it like these two long rail things, you know, and sort of like, or even like you see I've got these rails here. I could actually make those, I could scale this up so big that these two rails actually line up with those two pieces and put it inside the map, like down low, and make it look like a really cool elevator wall, and actually be one piece accomplishing that and giving us a really cool texture on the wall with the cross beams and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about this last time I pulled it out, but I couldn't remember. I forgot about it, so I never actually did it. Never actually, not this particular thing that I was thinking about, but I was thinking about this kind of thing. There are dynamic objects out there because they're the pointers. Yeah, I know what's going on. There are some pointers down here it's hitting. But you know, these just like, just elevator shaft walls. You know what I mean? Literally just line your elevator shaft with these going up and down, and it would make some fantastic elevator shafts. See, I love the yellow of that too. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And is it lining up? Kind of. I don't know. But yeah, and then like pull it forward. We'd have like yellow and oh, that's way too tall. And we could bring it down. And it creates a cool head to it, actually. That looks weird, flattened like that. But is really cool. We might have to not be able to do it yellow, because if we do it yellow, then it ends up looking like that. And I don't know if that's, you know, it ends up being visible. But it is really cool yellow, and I like that a lot. So maybe instead we could just bring it down into the building and hide it. Hide the yellow part. Or maybe even flip it over and use the bottom half instead of the top half. Do it like that. That actually creates a cool cross brace and stuff like that, but it might not have the elevator shaft anymore. Oh, it does. Yeah, there's this sort of guides for the elevator there, and yeah, that looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously it's not centered, apparently, but yeah, this is pretty cool. What does it look like flipped? Oh yeah, you see. Okay, I wish that I had been reading your thing there, because I would have just done that as soon as you said it. So that's pretty cool. It is adding some texture out here that's a little undesirable, unless we want to use that for the elevator, but good question. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna leave that there and just be fugly for a little bit while I continue doing what we're actually doing today, because I'm being ADHD with that very heavily. Let's see. So that's just gonna be a fugly wall in there. Make it shinier. Oh, okay. Or skinnier. Skinnier. You said skinnier, not shinier. So skinnier is in left or right. Bring it in. Where those rails are lined up, by the way, is into some gaps that just happen to be in this piece. And since this is a dynamic object, I couldn't scale it, but it made those gaps, and I loved it. So I figured if it was going up and down where those gaps looked like they were riding on a rail like this, that'd be cool. So that's why I was trying to line these rails up on this piece, as you can see, with those. Another idea, and this would be just as good, I believe, is bring it down in, right, line it up with the rail, and line it up in the middle, so that it's got the rail there and it's got the support in the middle, right, for that middle piece to sort of ride up and down on, theoretically. And then we duplicate it, and we have another one over here. And why did it move? Okay, I need to have the height correct. And then basically, we then proceed to line that rail up over there. And now we've got a double rail in the middle, and that cool, like, ladder looking thing there from what was left behind from the original. And this really cool, unique frame network for the entire thing. I like this. Yes, dupe it. And now it lines up, and it's not too wide. It kind of pokes out a bit, but I can hide that with some kind of cool geometry we can just add to the wall there or something. Or I can adjust the scaling just a little bit more to be a little skinnier, to where maybe we could even get these rails to line up here into that gap, which might be pretty cool. And yeah, that might work out really well, actually. Let's just do that. I think that would line up. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I would probably adjust this to be a little bit further out and clip it more into that so that it fits perfectly there, which would also kind of expose the wheel pieces of this thing that I'm not even getting any of, you know. I'm gonna snap this one because it's part of it's a dynamic object, and then it's already positioned pretty well, so we're gonna snap it back like this to make it not clip too much with it. And just enough that it doesn't quite cover, doesn't mess with the line on that, the little texture there. And then, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, so much dopier. Exactly. And then I'll have to delete this one and make a duplicate of this one. Let's see what that looks like. I might undo these if it looks cooler the other way. But, oh man, if they snap in the middle and lined up perfectly, that would be amazing. Oh man, they almost do. I'll make it more precise later, but basically like that for our wall. And then I could literally, I just want to see what it looks like without this. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, that's awesome. I can put glass, like completely invisible glass, instead of a team blocker, just a really big panel of invisible glass there to block you from going back into there. That just upgraded this area exponentially. Instantly made it cooler without even realizing that we could have done this before the whole time. It might be a little strange looking there because those things will clip into it and look a little weird. But yeah, no, I love this. Even though it would clip in a little weird. Happy little accidents. Yeah, right? I literally pulled that out to talk about it for columns, just to make a really cool detailed column. And now we've got this in our elevator shaft. That was awesome. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap this thing's... Which direction is it? It is Y. The Y-axis, I'm going to snap it to an exact measurement. Probably 22.7. 22.7 as well over here. Snap it back to there. And then I'm going to prefab them both so whenever I snap their locations, they both move together. Instead of... If you do this, by the way, this is why I do this. So if you unprefab them, right, and you go like horizontal Y and you go boom. Oh, sorry, Y isn't the way. X. Now they're both at that location because it set both of their locations to the same and it ruined it. If you undo and you set them both to one object, to a prefab like this, then now you can move it on the X-axis without any trouble, and you can actually, it actually frees you up to make it micro adjustments through snapping without any trouble, which I did not know until later. Had to figure that one out. I think that they're not 100% centered. You see how there's just a little bit more yellow there than over there? I feel like they need to go this way and then go 0.55 instead of 0.50. That's as close to centered as I think we need to get. Fabulous. Very, very cool. Yeah, look at that. That is badass. I like that a lot. Now, you can, of course, go into it, I'm pretty sure. It's not too bad right now, but like I said, I can put a big old panel of glass there so bots won't go back there whenever you're playtesting. Actually, it kind of blocks you. This is where OCOM would come in, though, and like grapple into it in a very specific way and end up getting right on through it. But yeah. Let's see what it looks like down below. So there's our motor. Ooh, it lines up well with the width of that motor, too. That was like my sort of like, this is the motor part that's like rides up and down, but oh man. That was my assumption. Or like a brace, a support brace for the whole thing, you know? But then, and then it just goes down. Oh man, that looks so much cooler. Kind of weirdly disappears into the rock, and I kind of want it to be darker down there, but oh well. I love the layering to it. Yeah, exactly. It's super cool. Oh, you know what? It would be even cooler if I delete that, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Now we've got the depth of it. Yeah, yeah. That just got way cooler. Okay. Let's go lay pipes. Wow, that's literally amazing. I know, right? It's just like, I love that piece. It's one of the most detailed pieces in the entire forge. Is this piece right here. It's got the most going on. I'm hitting something dynamic. The most going on all at once, you know what I mean? With all this crazy nonsense. It even has a really cool head to it that you can use. Like, this could be set up to look like windows to make a command deck just like this. In fact, I literally could do that on an asteroid like I did with that stuff. Wait a minute. That would add so much more depth to this area over here. I'm moving as fast as it will let me. It's crazy insane looking. Yeah, I know, right? This would add so much more depth to this area. don't even scale it. It's exactly the right scale. Let's go this way. I have no idea what the actual rotation is out here, but I believe I was snapping it to some kind of coordinate that made sense. It might have been on 5 degrees. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And then this will just like instantly transform this area into something way cooler. We could have it like this. And let's see. Where will it snap if I just let it go there? Okay. From a distance, it looks like that, which looks pretty cool. I could also turn it around. Actually, putting it at a weird angle like this might be even cooler. What do you think? I swear the scaling thing is the best thing ever. I know, right? We can reuse that piece for sure. Yeah. What do you think about this as like a... Well, I'm gonna put the base a little bit poking out so that you can kind of see it. If you're at the right angle. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that base being there. And then we can switch it over here instead of being yellow so that people don't notice what it is. Wait, it's up here. Trim, trim, paint thick yellow. Okay. I can do the big green style. And just do that. And I think that it is set to shiny. Nope, never mind. Oh, I was doing dark gray. Excuse me, let's see. Let me go dark gray then. Looks like I was just doing really dark gray colors over here. That one, or was it? Yeah, it was this one down here, it looks like. And then this... Yeah, this piece here could be one where we go full black. Let's see, I wish you could scale at the magnet intersections only too. Like half the piece is normal, then the other half is flattened, without scaling the whole piece. Let's see. Scale at the magnet intersections. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be really cool. I wish that you could do a lot with the magnets because they definitely could have done some really cool stuff. Or like rotate at a magnet point. If you could set a magnet point to be a rotation point temporarily, that would also be amazing. Let's see. What color should I do here? I think this maybe would be the big green color, you know what I mean? Just from a distance. Or should I make it look like gold? Because it will look like a bit like the, actually, what did I set this to? I think it was the, no, this piece, there we go. Yeah, let's see, foil insulation, and the color is that darker yellow, okay. So if I set this to foil insulation up in the F section, ooh, it's a trims. Okay, it might not let me. Dang. Well, I can still set it to the gold and see how it looks. I think that this one will look like windows if we do this. That's why I'm doing it. Gold, and we can go with a small... Source value on. It's not shiny. Why is that one so shiny but this one isn't? Is it this? Is it roughness? There it is. Yeah, there we go. Now it's super shiny. Now we got a very metallic look. Roughness to 0. From a distance, you may not even see it. I don't know if you remember, but I was doing this kind of piece because it puts a whole bunch of lights on something. So I might go with that up here somewhere. Just sort of try and create a sort of idea of like a command deck up here. Might be too much. Let's see. Okay, that's gonna help you. I thought you could magnet to something and then rotate on that magnet. That would be really cool if you could. I don't think since you can't, but that would be really amazing. I mean, you can rotate like on the other object's rotation point, sort of. So that kind of gets that effect. Let's see, what am I doing here that's wrong? Okay, apparently it was off by like 1 tick on both directions. So that's kind of cool. I'm liking that. It doesn't feel the same as like another copy of that one because there's fewer of the windows. And I could theoretically also make them wider to give that kind of effect. Yeah. Let's see, and then I could do another one up here at the command deck and actually make it super wide, but super flat, and see how that looks from far away. Becomes just 3 main lights. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see how that looks all the way over here. Yeah, that adds a lot of depth and detail to that. It's way cooler looking, in my opinion. And this is on my, you know, bad, you know, graphics card. On a better graphics card, you might even be able to see the dots, the difference between those dots of those windows a little better, because you can only vaguely make out there's a little bit of gray there, you know what I mean? Like where the yellow is fading to a gray and then going to another bright yellow again between the windows. But, like, you gotta really know, you know, you gotta get like this, like I was just doing, to really see it. So I just realized how bad this looks on the outside whenever I was flying in. Looks really weird, but I'm not sure exactly what's happening. But we can just put another. Oh, I see. We just don't have a concrete panel there. Yeah, we'll make that look better later. Especially because we might even like add rooms going this direction out of there, which might include a section that's down here. So we definitely want to have. We'll definitely leave that for later whenever we're doing the big team battle stuff. But yeah. Let's see. I thought you could magnet to something. Yeah. That. Yeah. The thing you'd said earlier. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do while we're flying around? I'm gonna find. Surely. No, that's right. I found out I never used a single tomato plant. I'm gonna throw a tomato plant in there like I was talking about before because I left that behind and forgot to go back to it. Flora, let's see. I really like the idea of the tomato plant, but if you have another plant you'd rather me put in there, I can do that. Tomato plants I know grow upside down, and we can put something else there. Like we can put like a different color of tomato. Weed patch. They're in T. They're literally tomato bush. There we go. And it's a single bush. So even though this is the red side, I mean the blue side and not the red side, right? Basically, I definitely messed this thing's rotation up, and I need to do it again. Okay, so basically, whenever you break this thing will be inside of here, and I'm going to put it into... I turned off my controlled movement. Put that twig right into the middle of that, and then I'm going to scale it up. Not that. There we go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, there we go. I just had to press down the button. Scale it up. Rotate it so there's not especially bad clipping into the back wall or anywhere else. Okay, there we go. And then, actually I'm gonna make it a little higher so where the leaves are a little closer to that base. And then I was thinking about putting some, let's see, I'll put another one over here and rotate it a bit so they don't look the same. And then we will slap some little... I'm going to go grab the tomatoes that I made for the other side of the map. What did I just do? I went way too fast. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to make them blue and put them over here. Or purple. We could do plum looking things. So I didn't put them in these tomato plants, but up in here I put some spheres. I thought I put them as... Oh, I used green for these. Yeah. So these are duffel bags. Super scaled down duffel bags. If you know of another sphere that'll go this small, that isn't a perfect circle like this, tomatoes would be a perfect circle. I guess plums would be too, wouldn't they? Yeah, okay, we'll do plums. And we'll make them purple. Like a bluish purple. And move them over here. Too far. And we can put a few of them up here. Because plums would be delicious. Up inside here. and I will put them close to the stem, even though plums do not grow from this kind of plant and do not grow in this way at all, and I will make them blue, because maybe they're alien plums. What is a perfect plum purple? That also kind of feels a little bit blue. That looks like a good plum purple. And actually, now I found out that you can set this to, like, you know, 0 and make it super shiny. We're gonna actually set this to 0.4 and make it sort of shiny. If that does literally any difference. Or 0.5. So no, that's a comma. There we go. That's a good plum color. And then we can duplicate it, move another one down here. And then this is one of those things that we can cut if we need to make up for lost, you know, resources. Is little tiny things like these plums, because they don't need to be especially, you know, visible and perfect, you know what I mean? And maybe we could find something that clusters, but I like if they add something to Forge that, like, is a cluster of objects that is better than rocks, you know? Ugh. I can't seem to get it to move like I want it to. Okay. I want it to be closer to the stem. I wanted it right there. I think it's not going to want to... Oh, wait. Right, the new tool. The new tool. Right. There we go. Nudge by 0.001. Oh, can we make... I noticed in one match, one of these things I didn't spawn or despawn from being deployed. It was the one closest to the window. Got sidetracked, but I'm back now. Nice. Nice. Welcome back. I'm putting plums in plants. Except they're probably not plums, because plums don't grow on plants like this. It's like they genetically modified plums and tomatoes to be the exact same thing, to grow from the same plant. And also they, you know, maybe it's an alien plum. We don't know. That's just what we're doing. Okay, so... gosh. If there was a... Jesus. Oh, it's flying everywhere. Okay. Because to do the 0.001 thing, we can't have the slowed down movement, so it's throwing me everywhere every time I go to stop doing it, and then I've got to turn it back on, and then turn it back off, and then I can move it. So there's a little bit of a finagling to do. There we go. Now we've got some cool little plants inside there. That looks more like a giant grape. It kind of does. Should I do a different different color purple? Because they are they are very purple. I wanted to make sure that they were, you know, they looked like the blue base, you know what I mean? So I kind of went with a purple kind of to match the blue side, even though blue is mixed between red and blue, but still, it feels more blue to me most of the time than it... Where am I looking? Oh my god. Like, purple just feels more blue to me whenever I'm thinking of comparing colors than it does red, you know what I mean? But, whereas orange feels more red to me. But that might just be me. I have no idea. Okay. Looks like Barney got neutered. Got his bollocks cut off by Katana. Okay, is that a better purple? Okay, and then is there another purple? No, we're gonna go with that purple, I think. And it's concrete polished. I wonder if there's a better thing than this for this kind of thing. Like, what's clover look like? Oh, that looks really weird. Definitely looks like an alien, you know, fruit. Clay sheared ceramic tiles, carrots. Carrots? Oh, that puts some, like, bumpiness to it. Plums are perfectly smooth, but I don't care. This looks pretty good. I like this. It looks like a fruit. So I'm going to leave that as our texture. And then we're going to go with the grime. We're not doing grime. What's a good... you know what? Grass would probably be a good one because it would be green. And it would kind of look like it's still ripening. No, it does not look like that. It looks like it's covered in grass spot, like green spots. What's a good purple color? Yeah, I got his... Not the first time your plums have been perfectly smooth. Yeah. Oh, that looks interesting, but it looks like it's like molding. And this is not the ruined side of the map, so I'm not sure I like that. Okay. What's a good... Ooh, green leaves looks very dark and subtle. Look at that. I like that. What do you think? It almost looks like shine, though, but what do you think? What do you guys think? gonna put this at 1 and see what the scratches look like on here. Yeah, it honestly looks like the texture of an orange, but then the color of a plum. It's got this, those little like scratches actually look oops, I actually brought it to 0. They actually look like imperfections on the skin of a plum. Let's see. I love you, you love me, and I love you, you love me. Oh yeah, like like Barney. Willforge is now sponsored by Manscaped. That would be quite hilarious. Let's bring this to maximum. Yeah, I like that a lot. What do you guys think? That looks good. Looks like a fruit. And there we have it. You can't see them through the glass, but once it breaks, you will definitely see them and go, hey, that's a cool, nice touch. Oh, so this one, you were talking about this one doesn't break, and I think this one is not set to dynamic. Oh, it is set to dynamic. I don't know why that one doesn't break. Actually, there might be 2 of them snapped inside of each other right there. I just realized. If one of them, if it's not breaking, it might be because I've got 2 of them right there, and one of them is dynamic, one of them isn't. Okay, now it's working. Okay, no, I don't know what's going on. But we can break these. I love the puff of smoke that comes out because it looks like you just unleashed the air that was meant to keep those plants alive, you know? Which is really cool. And then you can see the plums in there. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I should make them a little more visible since they're kind of like a little hidden Easter egg in the plant, but yeah, they look good. Oh, you know what they look like? They look like eggplants. With all this, like, the scratches on them and the green on them and the bumpiness of their texture. They look a lot like eggplants. Yeah, okay, this one back here is just... You're not even gonna see this. I'm gonna move this one somewhere else. It's like hiding your ornaments on a Christmas tree, like, super far behind, you know what I mean? Okay, there's no point to it if it's behind the Christmas tree, because no one can see it. Okay, that should be a little bit easier to see them from below. Ooh, still too bad. The other one was a lot easier, but I didn't put them as close to the stem on that one, so I think that's the main thing I gotta do. Is move it a little bit further out away from the stem on at least 1 or 2 of them. But yeah, oh, Discord. Barney is now Arnie. Lol, take out the B because it looks like his parts that were taken away. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that's visible. I can't see through the glass very well, and yeah. It's good. It's good, it's visible. I'm saying it. I'm calling it. Looks good. We still need to get back to these pipes that we were laying. Okay, what is Discord? In Discord, you sent unnecessary screen coverage. Oh yeah, for the what do you call it? Controller thing. What is this? Getting hurt in the plums compilation? Who is this? That is getting hurt in the plums.
Pellax, when you're reversing a caravan, you don't stand there and go, well, you've made no progress. You go left hand down, right hand down. Okay, get in the car. Get out!
I've done some weird things in my life, but this is up there.
All right then, David. Ready? The plums!
His plums.
I'm not giving them mouth to mouth, that's for sure.
All right.
Things were going badly for me, but they were worse for Sir Henry Mayer.
Brilliant. Classic Jeremy Clarkson. Yes, exactly. That's hilarious. Gosh, this is looking way less plain down here already, and we're not even done with these pipes. I'm liking it. Oh yeah, so by the way, the pipes that are going to be in here. Let me duplicate this. Just to tell you, the pipes that are going to be down here are going to be multiple colored. I cannot get this thing to move because I've got it set. Actually, 1/4 is not a bad movement speed. These are going to be different color, right? And what we're going to do is set them to be different colors based on the sides of the map. So let's see, aluminum. Oh, nope, that's not it. No, that's what color? What is changing color? Oh, that's an interesting area to change color. So we can do the cross beams in some kind of gray or whatever. We can do whatever we want. Maybe even we could even do like a really deep shiny blue on the blue base side. So it just has this, it's black but has this hint of blue to it. What? How did that happen? Why is it not changing? Oh, I got to the top. I went to the top one. Oh my god. I feel dumb. And then we can go... Let's see. I wouldn't let Barney near kids anymore. Okay, I'm done with the Barney jokes. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay. That's, yeah. My kids don't watch Barney at all, so, you know, they're fine with it for a while, but then they just got bored of it, so, you know, it's no skin off my back. None of my kids will care. Man, that's really shiny. Man, I don't think I've ever really said anything in the map. Did you read it? Oh, right. Wait, which one? Bro, you are building a Barney They're harvesting and creating a Barney army. Now I wrote it. Now I got that. I, for some reason, thought that was the last Barney one that you said, but now I get it. Yeah, Now I read it. Yes. You missed Ripshade's comment. Yes, I did. Okay, now I got it. Oh, man. Let's see, Barney in Outer Space is the best Barney episode. Is there a Barney in Outer Space? Let's see. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so we can do a lot. Okay, which one? We can do cables that are of colors, and then set them to like 0.5, and then let them sort of bleed away. Yeah, I used to own it on VHS. Oh, nice. Well, I gotta see that. Yeah, I've never actually heard of that one. Barney in Space. Let's go. Whoops. Let's go down into the dark blue, and then turn it back to 1, and see how that looks. So we can do like a subtle dark blue down there, and then allow, you know, more blue to sort of shine on it. We can then proceed. This one's the new side, so let's go ahead and take off the grime from here, or put it minimal, like 2, like just what they would put on there while they were building it. You know what I mean? Do 0.1 on scratches. So just like the damage that would be applied to it while they were building it. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. I wish you could do like handprints. Make pizzas on that one. Barney meets Gumby needs to be a thing, and they need to fight Thomas the Train. Yes. Oh man, that sounds like a Skyrim mod. That sounds like there would be a Barney instead of a dragon. No, the dragon would be replaced. The Barney would be the giant, but the Thomas the Tank Engine would be the train. It would be the dragon, obviously. And then you'd proceed to have, like, you know, all manner of nonsense going on. You know, Mr. Star way up high. Yes. Oh man. Let's see. That would be crazy. Okay, so I can almost fit another one of these between here and there at this point. Okay, let's do the thing that I was talking about before and go this way, like that. Actually, I wasn't gonna nudge it, so I didn't even need to do that. Can't forget SpongeBob. Yeah. Oh man. Did y'all ever see Roly Poly Oly? My kids love that one. And I used to watch it whenever I was younger. Let's see. Barney in Outer Space. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to hit play on that in a second for at least part of it. I don't know if I'll get demonetized for playing that, but I mean, people watch TV shows, entire shows on their thing, and just quote-unquote react as they smile at the camera or make faces or whatever. So, you know, maybe I wouldn't be. But yeah. So, okay, here we go. Let's see what that is, this nonsense. Let's find out. What is this Barney in Space thing? Oh, that's a full hour long. We're gonna do some skipping ahead.
It's my first movie, but it's gonna be
oh, it's a movie!
everywhere.
Or is he talking about something else? Where does he get to space? Oh wow, that's is that a knight or an astronaut? It's a knight. When does he get to space? I don't see it. Barney is so creepy. I know, right? The pizza part in Adventure Bus is somewhere near the middle. Okay. Oh, here we go. this pizza part.
Step 1 to make the dough, we have to measure flour.
Isn't this the space one? Oh, this isn't the space one. Oh, okay. It's the adventure bus. I see, I understand now.
Step 2 to make the dough, we have to pour the water. Pour the water, that's the way we make the pizza dough.
Reminds me of the beginning of COVID whenever I was making dough. Pizza dough. I don't know how I remember this with the pizza part, but I do, Mel. We need to have a day when you just watch stuff like this for fun. Yeah.
Step 4 to make the dough, we have to knead it well.
Mm-hmm.
Knead it well, yes, that's the way we make the pizza dough.
What is going on here? Mr. Green Castle. Oh man, that's the best part. Mr. Green Castle walking and being like, please tell me that you had it in the background and you like walked out of the room and came back and it was just playing from your speakers. Like, what is playing out of my computer or TV or whatever? Oh man, that was great. Yes. Oh, good. That was because, Aaron had a ridiculous episode of that he wanted to share. Okay. Essentially, that's what that was. Let's see. It's great. Let's see. Mr. Green Castle's greatness. Let's see. The VHS tapes of these used to be purple tapes. I did not know that. Let's see. Yes. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Is that what you're telling me? I brought it over and hit play on the wrong one. This is the one from space. You must have sent it and it appeared right as I hit the play button because I saw the outer space on the other screen, scrolled it over here, and then it immediately did this nonsense.
5, 4,
This is like Barney in space, was what we were talking about, where they go up into space and have alien stuff going on. Hey, you shouldn't have neutered Barney, bro. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Barney in outer space. What is my favorite?
Hi, kids.
Everyone, I'd like you to meet my very good friend,
But
Ken
yeah.
Reitler.
That is crazy. Let's see. Here we go. So I will free you, Mr. Greencastle, of that by stopping it. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. What is this? Let's see. Not familiar with my Barney lore, right? Yeah, Barney in Outer Space one is my favorite. I used to watch this episode regularly. I'm about to watch that to fall asleep, lol. Yeah. What it kind of reminds me of is the dinosaurs in space from Doctor Who. I don't know if you ever saw that one. That was ridiculous. It was cool. I mean, it was a good episode. But it kind of reminds me of that. In fact, that was like one of the ones that has like the companion is one of the companions in it is who was it? Rose? Was it Donna Noble's dad was like the companion in that one, and it made it like really cool. And I was like, man, he's one of the best companions. Let's see. Let's see. I'm about to watch that fall asleep. Still better lore than 343's campaigns, dude. I'm dying over here, bro. Right? I mean, I like Infinite's campaign lore, but the previous ones, I definitely little iffy on those. I mean, Infinite's might be sparse, but that's the main thing with Infinite that I noticed is that everything is like, yeah, it's great. I just want more of it. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've said that a million times though. So let's see. Okay, let's see. My brain is fried now from Barney. I have no idea what to say or talk about. It is just, I'm just like, just short circuit. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys. Let's see. I wasn't happy with the PBS retcons after they took over Barney, so stopped being interested. Oh man, the nano machines in Barney, that's such a ridiculous little plot thing. You missed the Mr. Star songs in Barney Outer Space. Unacceptable. Hail vibes, bro. Lil Locke was pointless, and they lied about it too. The marketing, yeah, that was bad. Honestly, marketing is one of the worst things for 343. Like they I didn't like their Halo 4 marketing with the that everybody else likes. I realized that is, you know, maybe saying that there aren't that bad, but you know, to me it was terrible. Okay, I need to figure out which angle I'm actually putting this at. That I will never cease to harp on. You know that thing? Yeah. Let's see. It's at the start of the episode if you want it. Okay, I will check that out for one last Barney adventure. So we can move on to other things like, you know, Pappy Land and I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not pulling up Pappy Land. That would be goofy. And I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell is Pappy Land? So let's see. Which one is it? Let's see. It is the... Hold on. We're not getting demonetized with the main Barney theme. They will totally stop us there. Barney in outer space. Where is it? Okay. It's the start of the episode if you want. It's in the first 10 minutes or so. Ah, okay. I have no idea where specifically it starts. Is it them looking at the stars? You said it's the, Mr. Star?
Kepler, and thank you for inviting us to look at the stars tonight.
Oh, that's what our astronomy...
5, 4,
It's a boy kid singing. My issue is that Master Chief to me represents hope and badassery, so them turning that upside down and making hope some fugitive, it was weird and totally not what I like from Halo. Chief is you, so the characters should be happy you're there. The whole Jason Bourne thing didn't do it for me at all. You know, I agree. That's why Infinite turning it back around and letting you be the hero again was pretty good. Where's this kid that's singing the star thing in the first 10 minutes? Let me guess. This is about to be it. No? You might need to send me a timestamp. Exactly, yep, on point, yeah.
Do you think we should wake her up?
Well, should I take a look?
Go.
Rocket?
Friend. 4.
Did I skip it? I just skipped it. This is truly goated. Okay. Is it this? Oh, Mr. Star. There we go.
Mr. Star.
Okay. Oh, there it was.
Have the wish I wish.
There we go.
What did you wish
Why
for,
is
Kim?
Barney watching
If I
his
tell
kids
you,
sleep well?
you can
Right? Well, he is a stuffed animal.
Mr. Star
I mean, he's technically a stuffed animal, right? So
You seem
that's
so
what he does,
far
right?
away.
And then he just comes to life.
I'm so glad
That's in the
to
intro theme.
see
I
you now.
did not notice that until I was an adult, and then I was like, "What? Are you serious? This has been the lore the entire time?" And then I realized that as a kid, I completely overlooked that was what was going on in the intro to this TV show. Yeah, he starts off as a little toy on like a slide in the intro, and then he gets magicked up to a giant. Yeah, I know, right? That's also why he looks like a stuffed dinosaur, because he's not an actual dinosaur. He is a stuffed dinosaur. This is brilliant. I feel like I could see Q singing this to Picard in Star Trek to taunt him. I don't know about you. What do you guys think? I could totally see this happen. And then he could sing it to Twilight Sparkle, you know, as what is his name in that TV show? Discord, as Discord, you know? We need more nights like this, just watch party ridiculous stuff, right? I don't remember the girl singing. I only remember the boy with red jacket. Yeah. Maybe it's because she's the same color as, almost same color as Barney, so she like blended in, you know, camouflage. I think you should use this as a song for a Master Chief montage. Definitely. Okay, that's brilliant. But I mean, can't you just see, can't you just see, what's his name singing that? Okay, I feel like this needs to be, I figured out what it is. I think that suit must be super moist. Oh, yeah. The Barney costume. Yeah, that would be probably very uncomfortable. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get this angle with just one. I don't know why. I, for some reason, just cannot think of how to get this angle proper. But I mean, it should just be, right? I just feel like I'm being dumb. Like, it should just be this, right? But it's not. It's that. And that might work. You know, I'll just bring it down, and it'll be underneath the metal, and it won't be a problem. But hopefully. No? Yes? No? Yes. Bring this in. Oh, I figured it out. Bring this in. Okay, but yeah. What you mean there's just stuffing in there? See, there's also way up in outer space song, like half an hour in. Yeah. That's pretty brilliant. I have to say, I have to wonder, did you guys ever watch My Little Pony, the new one? That's for you know, the current one, or not the current one, the one that ended recently, I guess. That my daughters watched a ton of. Were y'all aware that Discord is just Q from Star Trek? If you happened to watch it. It's literally voiced by him. They use the same special effects for his teleportation. They have him behave exactly the same. He's just a Q. He's Q from Star Trek in every way, shape, and form, and I think that's brilliant. See, isn't there a better triangle piece for that? You know, there probably is, and I can't seem to figure it out. I could just put it inside, like, the ground and sink this down into the ground a little bit. I really am just trying to make a connection point between these two, and this is also too tall. I need to get this thing's height and apply it to that one, because somehow that got snapped too tall. And I'm like, yeah, it might need to be the end of stream, because I'm just brain dead at this point from too much Barney nonsense. Is that better? Yeah, I don't know about you guys. But yeah, this is just ridiculous. Okay, hold on. This could just do this, and then I can literally just make it to where it's like connected that way, and then I can put their ground piece over here, like the rock, to sort of bury it on this side, and then I would have it solved very simply, and I don't have to continue to sit there and fuss over it, you know what I mean? Let's just go this way with it, and move it there, and then another one that is this angle here that actually kind of puts like a path to the staircase, kind of cool, you know, in kind of a cool way. But let's see. Yeah, okay. I think let's see. Okay, here we go. Is this any good? Obviously not burying the thing yet, but it will be whenever I adjust the Z upward. And then tilt it that way, maybe. I'll go half a tick. Actually, that's fine there. And I need to make sure this is all pathable and good. Isn't there? Yeah, okay. We're back to just forge. Less insanity. That's, right? That's, oof. Let's see. How do I get this to go tilted? Let's see. How are you guys, feeling about nighttime streams after, you know, this and stuff like that? Because I've been meaning to sort of like switch to nighttime streams to make it all simpler. But it's just kind of, yeah, literally brain dead at the moment. Let's see. Ooh, that would be perfect right there. Okay, I need to do this, and then here we go. That little thing poking out will be exactly what I need, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. It's a no from me about the nighttime streams. Yeah, it is kind of late. Okay, I'm gonna get this thing to be real thin. No, it's kind of wrecking the texture, isn't it? Okay, I can't do that. Alright, I might need to do multiple pieces down here. And maybe even grab a different piece to use on this spot that's less bumpy. Because I'm having this problem. Or maybe just like put another one of these and, you know, flip it over. And put it over here. And that would literally just solve my problem right there. There we go. Okay. This is too bumpy. I can tell right now that's too bumpy. This one can probably move down. And maybe go a little bit flatter, actually. Just enough to poke up and look good over there, but not enough to be a problem. And move this one a little further over. Let's see if that works. Ah, there's some stuff going on over here. But this is basically what we're thinking. Having these buckets sort of in here. And then scaling some stuff like this to be a little bit better. And then, that is not what I wanted to do. Brought it in every single direction just now. And then we can, let's see, if you start 5 hours earlier than what you did today, then what that would be great. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying originally, maybe I can do like a 1 hour in the morning and then like later. We just got to figure out how to do that with the kids now that summer is starting and all that. Okay, so pipes running through there in a similar manner to these. I just need to get my diameter looking good. That's not what I wanted. And then my length looking good, because we can make it a little bit longer. Actually, I probably am going to put a corner piece there. I can bring it down to the maximum, the minimum again. Bring it over here, turn off snapping, and then duplicate it a few times just to get my piping. And then I can change the color of one of the pipes. This is all just, I just wanted to finish with this, like get the image of what I'm going for going, so that it works. A dark purple. That might be too purple. I was thinking more of a dark faded purple than that. Is this a dark faded purple? That is like practically gray. It's so faded, and that's too bright. Okay, I'm not sure. I listed some colors for you in a in Messenger, in Discord, I think, directly to you, Ripshade, and yes, I said tea time because north of England. Okay, yeah, started 5 hours. Normal times you start is around 5 p.m. for me, which is tea time, so I eat and watch you. Today you started around 4 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty late. Okay, let's see. Hold on. What's a good... I wanted to do green on this side. Man, those little chittering bugs are really crazy. I think if I did a teal, that would be cool. But what I would do is do 0.5 on there so it's very grayish. Very faded, you know what I mean? 0.2 maybe. Yeah, that way it's not too bright. Maybe try a different teal. Like that one. And then do 0.1. Yeah. And then this one, let's see. I used to watch 4 a.m. streams back when I was watching this dude from Washington stream. Oh yeah? Today I started around 4 a.m. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to do a dark green because it is... That's still a very blue-based kind of color. I'm going to head to bed, keep up the great work. Okay, got to get up early. Yeah, I'm going to probably... I'm about to be done too, so let me know if you have anything about these colors that you like or hate. I was thinking of doing things that are very, I could do a bright, I kind of want to like a yellow one, to like a, you know what I mean, like a caution tape style effect on one of them. Let's see, hold on. Let's try, isn't this the caution color? No, it's not. I like the usual time streams. Yeah, in the morning. Okay, so I don't know about these colors. I'm still working on that. They might be good. I definitely like the blue, and I kind of like the yellow one. I don't want to. I don't want to do red over here because it's the blue base. Unless we do something weird with our red. We do want this side to be, let's see, off on the snapping. This will line up here in the middle. Probably is what we want to go for. Or move it off to the side and have some like thin wire coming on that side, or a box, like a square box. Let's see. I'll probably have horrible Barney dreams now. Do it. Barney's gonna break into your house, nibble on your toes while you sleep. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy that thought. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen. And whenever you, whenever it happens, remember that you have Aaron to thank for it. Not me. I'm innocent. I just played it. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause What did I do? I mean, come on. I just hit play on the video. I didn't make the orders. I just you know, pulled the trigger. I didn't really you know, it's not my thing. Not my fault. Foot message sound. Hey, that might feel good. Foot massage sounds nice. Yeah. Impromptu foot massage at 2 a.m. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking, but obviously I didn't make it deep enough, and because I didn't make it deep enough, now the wires can't be deep enough. I'll probably make the inside area, the ductwork, be black so that it looks like dark shadow, or super duper dark gray. Yeah, and obviously the cables will all be in the ground. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Don't want to select that one. Will all be down underneath, something akin to that. And that would be pretty cool, unless you want me to try and find a different kind of railing, which is pretty cool too. Let's see, my barn... by Barney, lol, how does that work? He has tiny arms, lol. It's 6 a.m. right now. Still early for me, but still. Wait, does he have tiny arms? He does have tiny arms. Let's see. Maybe he uses his feet to massage your feet. You know? Maybe that's what happens. And maybe you never wanted to think about that. Let's see. We're gonna go a little bit over here. Maybe you never ever wanted that to cross your mind, but maybe that's what he does. Let's see. He does have some big feet, lol. Yeah. Alright, so what do you guys think of that? Is that good? Is that terrible? Do you want me to use a different kind of fencing? Because I think there's another thing that's like grating. I don't need to necessarily use like one of these. I think there's buttons on both sides, so that's no good. There are... Somewhere else, there's something that's like fencing. I forget where it is. Wait, what? What is this? Since when? This is in the multiplayer. What? And what is this? When did we get these? When are these put in here? Oh my god. I think I saw this one on a previous stream, so I must have seen this other one, this barred one, but getting milkies and going. Just have some big feet. Yeah. Okay, so that one's... I think I saw these... This door, maybe. Man, that looks cool. Okay, I need to go to bed. This is a whole nother thing I'm finding. It's getting crazy. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is pretty nifty, but oh my god. Yeah, okay, I gotta go to bed. Like I said, I keep saying that. I think this would work out here as a really cool bar system. Like layout or something. But anyway, yeah. I want to feel his foam teeth on my toes. Okay, Ripshade, you could do that. That's you could go have his those foam teeth. Oh, but yeah. Okay. I think that I never knew that these bars were here. These are really cool. I'm probably gonna use something like this at some point. For something. It's in the multiplayer one, the MP, so you can't retexture them, so they're just gonna be gray. But boy, do they look good for like railing and stuff like that. Exactly. Not like this. Not like this. So yeah, I think that man, this actually these repeating slats. Why didn't I know about this when I was building the ladder? Like, I could have put this into a piece for a ladder. Oh, jeez, there's so many things I could use this for. Anyway, like, this could literally be rungs of a ladder. You could like hide the buttons and the railing and inside the wall and just put a little ladder somewhere. It'd be really cool looking. Oh man, that's so cool. Okay, I gotta go to bed. I'm getting off. You guys enjoy Barney's teeth and his feet, and I don't know, his tail, and whatever else. And I will catch you guys later.